Hello and welcome, whether you are brand new to this channel or returning once again. If you are coming back, it's so good to see you. Make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell notification button so you can always stay up to date with what's in the cards for you, as well as that like button. Really, all of that support allows me to continue putting these messages out for all of you, and I appreciate it more than I can possibly put into words, so thank you. While I was connecting with your energy, Gemini, I did see kind of an interesting, almost like vision, but I was sort of walking through an old house. And it was kind of dark, a little shadowy. It actually almost felt dreamlike, a little foggy and blurry. So maybe some of you are dreaming of home or dreaming of your childhood home. And it's just especially important to pay attention to those dreams if that is happening for you. This really felt like it's important to pay attention to your space right now. Maybe you're feeling some sort of heavy presence or energy in your house, and you might need to cleanse or clear it. Maybe your energy is just feeling dull, or your home's energy is just feeling dull, and it's important to kind of boost that. If you have things like altars or gemstones in your home, maybe charging them, putting new intentions in them, that could also kind of lighten the space up as well. It's actually kind of interesting though, because a lot of where I was focused and what I was seeing was a bathroom. And this sounds kind of silly, it sounds kind of trite, but symbolically bathrooms are actually pretty loaded. They are a place where we cleanse ourselves as well as where we purge. And so there, again, could be this message of cleansing and purging. And when you look at feng shui, it's actually really important to pay attention to where the bathroom is in your house, because this is an area that's going to require more maintenance. It becomes dirty faster than other areas of your life, so it does kind of require a little more upkeep, a little more attention. So maybe looking into feng shui, seeing what bagua your bathroom falls in could also be important as well. Again, I just feel like there's a lot of focus on home, and for some of you, this is physically your home or your dwelling. So there could be a lot of messages there, or maybe even an energy that you're clearing out there too. I know that sounds kind of funny, but again, there's actually a ton of energetic significance to the bathroom. And I know you're like, bro, I'm here for tarot cards. Why are you telling me to clean my bathroom? I don't need the reminder. I'm not trying to heckle anybody, okay? I'm just giving it to you raw. That's how you know these readings are very real. I did pull a couple of animal cards for you, Gemini, and I promise we will get into the tarot in just a moment. We pulled the Nightingale and the Whale. And both of these cards are very interesting, and they're very different because one's a bird, one's a mammal, one is very small, one is very large, but both of them speak to the voice. Nightingale talks about the song, it talks about expression. Whales are known for their whale song. And this could be coming quite deep. This could be coming from your heart. Both of these cards tell me that it's important to speak from your heart, to speak and express your emotions. And that could also be tied into the imagery I was seeing before, because often home, your childhood, your emotions, all of these things are very interconnected, especially in terms of astrology, because this all pertains to your astrological fourth house. Now, this is actually a timeless reading, so this may not be true based on when you're watching it, but at the time of this recording, we are stepping into Virgo season, which for you, Gemini, really is about all of these things. That is your fourth house. So some of you really are rethinking matters of home, family, childhood. That's kind of your focus right now. And there could be some really big emotions coming up. And it's important that you're expressing that either with your voice, your words, or creatively, artistically. I'm really feeling like Spirit wants you to not hold on to that, because what you don't express is what you carry in your body, and there needs to be some healthy outlet here. That feels really, really important. And again, maybe that's that purge, that bathroom. I don't want to hyper focus on it, but I'm also a Virgo, so if you know, you know. Anyways, Gemini, I'm curious to see what comes through for you in the tarot. And as I do this, as I shuffle, I just really invite you to open your energy and just feel very centered in this moment, allowing whatever comes through to resonate with you as it resonates with you, and not forcing anything that does not. Really being open to the possibility that these messages may also be connecting to someone in your life. So being very open with how this energy applies to you. And if you would like a personal reading or distance Reiki session, you can find the link for my website in the description of this video, as well as links for all of my other social media accounts. These are timeless readings, so again, allow this to reach you whenever you feel drawn to it, and whenever it speaks to you. So what are the messages that we have for Gemini at this time? Interesting. I'm definitely feeling like there's a theme of secrecy right now, Gemini. Maybe you are keeping something a secret, and that's something that you are holding on to. I do actually have the Empress in reverse coming out first, though. And the Empress is all about feminine energy, matriarchal energy, motherhood. So these could be things that are kind of out of balance for you this month, or just something that you are healing this month. And I almost feel like you're doing this with a group of people with the Three of Cups, or connecting with a group of people. It feels like for those of you who are femme or women, maybe you are kind of unpacking your feminine paradigm. Like what it means to be feminine, what it means to be a woman, looking at those different patterns, those conditionings from society, from childhood, and really unpacking all of that. And talking about that. Connecting with like-minded people. That feels important. For others of you, this kind of feels like burnout. You haven't been able to nurture or pamper yourself. Maybe your creative reserves are feeling a little bit low. And it's kind of interesting because with the nightingale in particular, but also the whale, there is often a connection to creativity, whether you're a musician or a poet or a writer. There's something about creative voice. And I feel like there's something that you're having a hard time expressing or understanding, Gemini, at this time. And maybe you need the support of other people. Maybe you need to receive art or creativity or other people's voices as well. I'm really feeling like affirmations are something that could be helpful for you too. And I don't just mean things in kind of a shallow way of like, I love myself. I deserve abundance. Like it has to be something you actually believe. And so maybe you don't love yourself. Maybe you're working on that, and that could actually be your affirmation. I am learning to love myself. I am loving myself more and more every day. Like something that actually feels authentic. Like what is your voice? What is your truth? For some reason, it feels like there is some sort of dissonance with that around femininity or your mother or some sort of feminine energy. I'll have to hear from the comments down below how this is coming up. I feel like there's a challenging relationship with women or femininity. And with the Two of Swords and the Sun in reverse, there is something that is being hidden and concealed, or something that is just not clear at this time, or hasn't been clear. Maybe it's being revealed. Both of these cards indicate that something is being blocked. Something isn't being seen. It's not being shown in the light of day. You might know what this is. And again, I actually feel like for a lot of you, you are holding on to a secret. You need to express something. Especially if this is about family or your siblings. What is this? Let's get a little clearer. This feels very mysterious. It feels very dark, very foggy, like the energy at the beginning. Wow. Four of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so Four of Swords is kind of similar energy too, because this is all about pausing, waiting, resting. And it's almost like the more that you're trying to make something happen right now, Gemini, the more you're burning yourself out. And it's important that you're resting, especially if there's a lot of big emotions. You might need to wait for your emotions to settle before you find clarity or direction or energy, because I feel like a lot of you are pretty tired right now. And again, these aren't time-sensitive readings, but at the time of this recording, your ruling planet Mercury is about to go retrograde, which it will be for most of August 2024. Maybe Mercury is retrograde another time you're watching this too. But there is something about your energy kind of slowing down. Because you're ruled by Mercury, that's something that's kind of important to pay attention to. Maybe some of you are reconnecting with someone from the past or thinking about someone from the past. I'm actually, again, getting something with dreams here. Because the Four of Swords speaks of rest. It speaks of that dream state. The Queen of Cups is also very intuitive, very psychic, very much like the High Priestess. And so I really do feel like it's important that you are paying attention to your dreams, Gemini. And I almost feel like someone is sending some negative energy your way. Someone's either ruminating on you or maybe even intentionally sending some sort of like curse or just bad intention towards you. And I don't normally pick up on that. I don't normally talk about that in my readings. I feel like that can be kind of a predatory focus, to be honest. I'm not saying that to scare you, but it does seem like there's something that needs to be cleansed. There's something that needs to be cleared. And I feel like you are holding on to something that is almost creating an opening or a tear in your energy that's letting this person in or letting this unwanted energy in. And it's important that you are resting. Even though it feels like I'm actually getting some of you are sleeping a lot and you're not feeling well rested, you might need to do some sort of energy work or do something to kind of clear out your room or the space you sleep in. Interesting. But I really do feel like there's something with your mom for a lot of you, or with motherhood. That seems to be coming up a lot. And that sort of seems like sometimes with the Queen of Cups. Oh, there it is. King of Cups. Boundaries. Y'all need to work on your boundaries right now. Because I feel like you've had poor examples of boundaries in your childhood or in your relationships. And being close with someone doesn't mean having no boundaries either. I just feel like that's an important distinction to make, so I'm just putting that out there. We do have the King of Cups as well, and this is all about finding emotional maturity, spiritual maturity. King of Cups is all about emotional intelligence. And knowing what you need, knowing what your wants are, knowing what your boundaries are, that's really, really important. I keep feeling like there's something in your home, there's something in your space. There might be something that was given to you by a family member that has some sort of energy, or maybe it was a friend. That just keeps coming up. And I'm not loving that. I feel like that might be something to either cleanse or get rid of. And then we do have the Son of Swords, or Knight of Swords, which is your energy, Gemini. So you are kind of rebounding. You are coming back from something. I do feel like you are getting your energy back. Tell me more about this Knight of Swords. We do have the Six of Swords. So moving on from a challenging energy, moving forward. Yeah, I feel like this is just kind of an emotional time. And it's really important that you are healing and being present with your emotions without drowning in them. You don't have to believe in your emotions or your thoughts to be present and observant of them. Some of you might be moving or traveling, but I really do wonder if there is a move, because that does seem to be like something pretty significant or in the energy for you. Anything else? Anything else for Gemini? I feel like there's more. King of Wands. King of Wands with the Seven of Swords. Yeah, I'm feeling like you need to be really careful with someone in your life right now, or some sort of energy in your life right now. Someone's keeping a secret. And it might be because of their ego. They might be afraid to admit something, and you might be picking up on it in your dreams. Or just getting intuitive hits about somebody, their insecurities. Why is the Seven of Swords here? I actually want to ask my pendulum. Is this Seven of Swords someone with malicious intentions? I'm not really feeling that. I'm getting a no. Yeah, I'm getting a no here. I don't know if it'll continue to do this on camera. Yeah, so that's a no. I don't think there's someone with malicious intentions necessarily, but it feels like there's some sort of secret someone is hiding, and it feels like a family secret or a secret from childhood, and you might be getting to the bottom of that. Could be involving a Leo or Aries or Sagittarius energy. And again, this could be you or someone you know or are connecting with. What else do we have for Gemini? Interesting. Seven of Wands with Two of Cups in reverse. There are people who are jealous of you right now, Gemini. And I'm almost getting like family from this. Maybe you've grown in a way that makes them feel insecure or less than, and they might be attacking you or talking down to you. But the truth is, I think they actually envy you. And they don't feel like that they can heal in the way that you are healing, or there's just something about you that's triggering to them, which is kind of interesting. It triggers their own insecurities. And I think you'll kind of know who this is. I think there is a big ego, a fire energy with that. Anything else for Gemini? Page of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm curious what's going on for you financially. It does feel like there is some sort of growth or new project here. Page of Pentacles often speaks about learning things, learning new skills. Let's ask a little more. What's going on for finances? What's going on with this Page of Pentacles for Gemini? Interesting. So some of you really are taking stock of things. Your hard work might be paying off with the Seven of Pentacles, but you're still very focused on the future. Maybe you're realizing what has worked, what hasn't, and there might be ways to improve your process or the way you are doing things right now, especially in terms of your finances or work. But this could also be talking about other kind of physical aspects of your life as well, whether it's your health or some sort of passion or project. You're just kind of in this reviewing, but I do feel like you are making steady progress towards something. And maybe there's even some learning or a learning curve that's going on. Maybe some of you are talking to an expert or taking a class of some kind. We also have the Six of Pentacles as well. Maybe there is something with like a will that's triggering your family, or some sort of windfall that's coming in. But honestly, I think this is more just about you receiving the fruits of your labor, especially looking at this particular card. They almost come as these berries or these fruit. I think there is something that is rewarding you, and you are now thinking more about your future. And this feels like a very thoughtful energy you're in right now. It's feeling like you are kind of waiting for some sort of sign or some sort of direction, but actually, Gemini, it's like you get to decide. You're figuring out what works for you. And there might be people who disagree with that. That is just something that's important to keep in mind. And Temperance. Yes, there is some sort of balance, something that is coming into healing. And again, this is a card of patience, slow and steady progress. I feel like some of you are doubting yourself, or you've been doubting yourself because maybe things have been slower or things have been manifesting, but I think you are receiving some sort of sign that your hard work is paying off, that your intentions are being realized. Any other messages for Gemini at this time? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. I feel like you've kind of been holding back. Maybe things have been a little scarce or tight financially. But it does feel like you're getting some breathing room here. Very interesting. I just saw kind of a shadow in the tree outside. I really do feel like there is something kind of circling your energy. And if anyone is kind of feeling that, or even if you're just thinking that might be a possibility, I really do encourage you to just kind of do a home cleanse, or even working with the spirits of your home, because there are spirits all around us and there is consciousness in everything. So even working with the spirits of your home can kind of help maintain those boundaries too. I don't know why that keeps coming up, but it does feel important, and it does kind of make sense with the astrology at the time of this recording. So I'm just going to kind of go with that. Having those boundaries is really important, and you are healing, you are growing, even if other people are trying to tell you otherwise, or you're never going to get there. They're jealous. They see your potential and they're jealous of you, Gemini, or it makes them feel insecure. You have potential. Anything else? I think I'm going to pull a color healing card. And I'm going to read this straight from the book. It offers kind of a technique or visualization to work with this color, but you are welcome to use it in whatever way resonates with you, or however your intuition feels called to work with it. What is the healing frequency? Whoa! So I just had a bunch of cards fall out here. Let's try that again. Show us clearly, please. What is the healing color for Gemini? Wow. So we have white, and the message here is lighten up. And I literally started off this reading by saying the energy around you, it feels like you're in some sort of dark energy or dark place. And so white is the perfect color to show in. There is literally a light that you are finding or turning on. Let's read this. Let's see how we can work with this. All right. White heals your body as a whole, clearing toxicity and assisting with purification. White also enhances clarity and understanding, and can be very helpful in healing skin problems. Bringing peace and comfort at the highest level, white represents integrity, light, holiness, truth, and surrender. Lighten up with white. The feeling of lightness is a magnificent experience. It encompasses innocence, purity, and joy. White brings the faith that you are completely loved, taken care of, and supported. Close your eyes and imagine that you are standing on the top of the biggest, most magnificent white crystal mountain. Inhale deeply, allowing clear white light emanating from this mountain to purify, energize, and enlighten you. Visualize yourself letting go of all the unnecessary baggage that you've dragged up the mountain with you. How does it feel to be free of this baggage, experiencing the ease in your body and soul as you look down from the mountain? Focus on circulating white light from the tips of your toes through your whole body. Feel your body softening and lightening up even more. You are getting ready to soar. Give yourself permission to soar. So a lot of different thoughts kind of came up as I'm reading this. Again, like, you have the potential to fly, and there are people who see that, and for some reason they just don't have your best interest at heart with the Two of Cups in reverse. And it feels like you've been carrying a heavy burden, other people's burden, or carrying patterns that just are too heavy to carry anymore, and allowing yourself to be free of those things. Because you believe that if you don't do those things, you aren't lovable. That's what I'm getting here. And people are trying to shame you into being a certain way, and you can let that go. You can be loved as you are. You are loved as you are. And so kind of deconditioning yourself from that shaming process feels really, really important this month. And it's also going to help you see things clearly, because I feel like some of you are suppressing your own truth because either your family or the people around you wouldn't understand or support it. And I feel like that's this clarity with the white that is coming in as well. That's this sun that's in reverse. And the sun is one of these cards where even in reverse, it often does have kind of a positive interpretation. It's usually a positive card regardless. You do have a light, even if you don't see it, Gemini, even if you don't allow yourself to express it. So letting yourself feel and see your own light, and letting yourself share that with the world, with the nightingale and the whale, your voice, your song, your truth, your healing frequency, that's important. And being in your own energy is healing. Embodying who you are is healing. And it's time to let go of anything that isn't who you are. And those are all the messages I have for you at this time, Gemini. I hope this was helpful. I hope this wasn't too heavy, but I hope it gave you the affirmation and what you needed to hear to cleanse, to let go, to lighten yourself, to shine your light. You can find all the links in the description of this video for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions, which you can book on my website, as well as links for all of my other social media accounts. You are more than welcome to check out the other videos on my channel as well, maybe something for your moon or rising sign, or just another video speaks to you. And I will see you all next time. Be sure to hit like and subscribe if this was helpful, and I appreciate the support for this channel, and I appreciate you. Take care, Gemini, sending lots of beautiful energy and blessings your way.